guys, it's Shadrow
and Fertro,
and this is another mailbag video. To mix things up this time, we're gonna let Fertro read the emails today.
Oh no. Okay, our first one says, I'm like friends with Brandon Shank, so I think you guys are pretty awesome with the whole morph form thing, so I'm huge fans, so here is my question. Why did you guys choose MLP? Robbie Roof.
Well, I guess you don't so much choose what you enjoy that much, do you? Like,
not particularly.
You just sort of enjoy it or not enjoy it. You don't go like, I decide that I'm going to like this thing.
I'm gonna force myself to like it. I like it! Next! Wow. This next one is one from a fellow named Max Cow. That can't be a real name. You guys are the best. Keep up the good work. I'm not a cow, by the way.
Well, there you go then.
Dear beloved Australian princesses. Oh, dearie me. Serious questions number one, rather. Would it be possible to form some sort of tentative schedule for live streams? Even if it is just throwing a quick 10-second video up saying there is bound to be a stream sometime soon in the week. I dearly miss being amused by the awesome dudes from halfway around the world.
Well, with stream schedules, I actually did try that one time. I had, like, whenever I'd announce a stream, or say a stream's coming up in a few days, there'd be like things at the bottom saying, these are when the stream times are, and whatnot, and have from this time to this time, and here's a time zone converter in the description, so you know from where you live and whatnot. But it didn't work. Like, no one showed up. And those that did asked, hey, when's the next stream happening? So obviously, trying to hold a schedule for streams isn't gonna do shit, because no one even bothers to pay attention. The other point is I don't really have that much material to stream consistently anymore. Like, I used to be able to just, every day, boom, playing a game, yay! But nowadays, I'm like, struggling to find anything to play during a stream, so... I only really ever stream if I suddenly get something new, I'm like, I need to stream this. So, yeah.
Number 2, lol. That says poo. Would you consider doing something along the lines of reaction streams, preferably pony related?
I'm guessing he means like people throw in links in the chat and we watch it, and then it's whatever our reaction is to what we've watched. Similar to Let's Watches, but completely random, fresh, and most of us just going like, oh god! I guess the reason we don't do those too often anymore either is because, like, I've sort of gotten bored of the whole people link lots of things in the stream and I have to try and click all of them. One, because Procaster is really horrible with that. You try and highlight a link, and if anyone says anything while you're trying to highlight that link, then the highlight just moves down in the whole conversation. So you'll highlight like the second half of the link and then someone saying, I like birds! It's hard enough for us to get together to do one of these, let alone to do a stream together that isn't commentary related, so...
Yeah. Number 3, that's a diarrhea poo, because it's like a mix of the two. Will it continue to do booze streams? I want to see you guys find something you actually like! Exclamation mark.
I don't know, I guess maybe, I don't think we'll ever do specific booze streams anymore, but we might, like, during other streams, just like bring a bottle of something that we found and wanted to try along. So we're like, hey, we're gonna try this today. But we're probably not gonna have any alcohol specific streams anymore.
Less serious questions. Number 1, supposing you were magically teleported to Equestria, oh god, still as human, a human rather, I'm good at this. If you could, which pony would you prefer to live with? As in staying with, working for, or just spending most of your time with? Okay.
Yeah, it still goes on.
Oh, so it does! As a corollary, if you had to, which would you marry in? Bucking them is optional.
Oh, so it's optional whether we want to kick them in the face. I don't know, for living with for one reason or another, I'm trying to think of one that wouldn't get ridiculously annoying after a while. Because, like, Twilight would get so picky about where everything is positioned in the house and whatnot, so you'd like go to sleep and wake up the next morning and all your shit that you had laid out on the floor is suddenly like in bookshelves. Pinkie Pie would just be annoying to live with, period. Rarity would probably be along the same lines as Twilight, but more of a fashion sense rather than an OCD sense.
God, we would get ripped on all the time. Look at us.
Rainbow Dash, we've gotten like one shot of the inside of her house, and that's her bedroom.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if her house is like within livable conditions.
It might just be made of clouds, in which case then you're in trouble.
Yeah, to be fair, we wouldn't really be able to live in it because we just pass right through the floor and die. So I think the only two that would probably be easy to live with would be Applejack or Fluttershy.
Fluttershy will have to deal with animals shitting on the floor all the time.
Well, that would be her job. We just like stand there and be like... And with Applejack, she'd probably force you to do lots of hard labor around the farm, so... To just blindly answer it, I would probably just say Twilight, though I know that there would be really serious repercussions that would come from that. But otherwise, yeah.
Well, I suppose Applejack is kind of sort of roughly kind of what I do, except I don't hit trees. How would I kick them? That's one thing.
Well, you probably wouldn't have to kick them, you just have to get the apples out of them.
Hammer and axe.
Develop your own technique to get apples out of trees.
A bulldozer.
I just want like a picture of you drawn Finn style, but still human, like just standing next to this barren wasteland of a farm, just like, I did it!
Number 2. Do you have any comments on your host, the man they call Ghost, in True Capitals Radio Remix?
Well, not really, because I haven't listened to any of his proper radio shows. I don't even know if he's still doing any of them.
Oh, I don't know either. That's a good question. Silly question. Do you have any silly stroke awesome hats? Put them on with your swaggerlicious glasses. I didn't bring mine. A question for Fertro only. Shadrow is not allowed to answer. If he does, or is reading this, though he's not, I strongly suggest a slap to the face from Fertro. Can I slap you anyway?
No.
What is the worst thing to have happened to you on the farm? In terms of pain, I don't know how I did it. I was like whacking little posts back into shape with a pair of pliers, and I went too close and I went like rip skin off like that. That was good fun. So I was just kind of sitting there. Ow! Question for Shadrow.
Oh, have you ever accidentally sliced open your finger doing a slide on your guitar? It sucks. No, I haven't, but I would imagine that it would be extremely painful because I have just slid my finger across the strings before, and just doing that can be painful sometimes. So having your finger fucking cut open by one of those.
God, are you using razor wire by any chance? Hello from the UK, Fertro, but not Shadrow. Lol 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 lol. I love your stuff, and question regarding the stuff that needs answered. Where are you going? Question 1. What inspired you to do commentaries? It was Shadrow's idea. Question 2. Who is the best princess of the world? Question 3. My little Dashie, were manly tears shed that day? Maybe. Question 4. You live in Australia, surrounded by nature, and any funny animal stories? We just got the car back one time after getting like $5,000 worth of work done on it. That was good fun. And I was driving out through the farm, and kangaroo jumped off because, you know, as they do, they jump in front of you because they're idiots. And I braked suddenly, the back and flew out, and then I was like, you know, tank slapper, left, right, and then spun it and tore a tire off on the grass. That's funny. Hope to see more of you in the future. Europa Maxima. I just had a few questions I wanted to know the answers to. Good job. These questions are by no way original. Original. But I just wondered why you weren't asked these before. Who is the best background pony? Who would you like to hear a voice for?
Lyra got like one line in season 2 finale, so we've heard what she sounds like. Lyra's probably my favorite background pony though, just because of like the whole, this is a fanon part of it, not her in the show, but I like the whole, like she's the conspiracy theorist about humans existing in Equestria, and how she's always after hands, or whenever someone like brings up a human, she's like, I knew it. So I just love that little fanon thing.
I'll probably just say Lyra too. I don't know why, I think she's probably the most overused, but I don't know. Just like her. She's nice. What is the average time between recording your videos and posting them online?
Well, it depends on the video. Things like commentaries, it's usually like a day because you just have to splice the audio and the video together and then you're done. So I can't speak for if the freaking YouTube uploader screws up while we're trying to upload videos though, because that has happened before.
Yeah. Good job, YouTube. 4.
No, it was 3.
3. Solar Empire or New Lunar Republic? Lunar.
I picked the Crystal Empire. Fuck y'all.
I pick the Empire from Skyrim. I don't know.
Hooray for avoiding questions!
Who is the best worst villain?
So by best worst, it means like the best at being the worst.
Probably.
Well then Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon then, because they suck. I don't know, I like both Discord and Chrysalis. I guess Chrysalis is more a fanon part of it though, because you don't really see too much of her in the actual show. So I guess I'd probably have to go with Discord just because he's...
like fucking with people.
Yeah, just like, haha, everything's going according to the non-existent plan, because that's how I roll.
And I drink glass and throw away chocolate milk that explodes.
So yeah, I'd say Discord.
Cool. I would say Discord also. Yours truly, cool_blues. Let's see. This next one is from Tony Robledo. What would y'all do if you and Fertro woke up and switched bodies?
Not sent from my phone. I like how it suggests, what would you do if you and Fertro... So fuck you. What would we do?
Do we get each other's talents or just body switch, same personality?
Just body switch.
Baka.
I'd record videos of Fertro playing guitar, so then that way he'd be able to brag about his guitar skills when we switch back. Like showing the video to people going, look at me! Diddly-dee-dee!
Can you do it now? No! I'd probably just panic. Oh god, oh god! Then I'd cut my genitals and then go, oh god again.
Good to know.
Okay, another one from Tony Robledo. The perfect question in the world. Could you and Fertro do an epic high five in slow-mo? This was not sent from my iPhone.
Hooray for avoiding questions!
This next one says, We'll get any human females on a BronyComms video. I very much doubt that. I don't know any human females, and if I do, they've got a restraining order against me. Did you know, I was only doing a survey. I said, you know, what type of, I asked, you know, out of women, said, what type of shampoo do you use? And 95% of women said, how'd you get in here?
So wait, what did the other 5% say?
I use Pantene Proactive. If that isn't possible, can you combine Chad's hair and first chest hair? And first chest, just chest, to make a makeshift lady. My hair's girlier.
So then that means that we don't even need me in this equation. We can just take you, and there's a woman.
Pretty much, a woman with a small penis. Anyway, to the questions. That was a question just there. What is your favorite Brony song?
I really like the Russian gypsy jazz version of Pinky's Brew, but there's probably something else that I like more. There's that one song that I wrote.
The one song that he wrote. Did you watch the Olympics? If so, what did you think?
I don't keep track of the Olympics, I'm just not interested.
No, I think I watched a few of the little, you know, mess ups on YouTube and masturbated furiously to their various nipple slips. Can you tie your hair in ponytails? Done! I came prepared!
And in my case, not really, because my hair isn't quite at the right length for me to actually keep it there for more than like 5 minutes.
Which pony do you wanna hug the most?
Can we just say all?
Yes, we'll hug all of them equally.
Well,
We're not sexist.
No, actually, Noi. Noi would be the one that I would just strangle.
Yours and Horny Moose. And in brackets, yes, stroke that, stroke moose.
That stroke.
Hi Shadrow and Fertro. First off, I want to say that I love your videos, :D. Onto the questions. 1. What are your favorite video games?
Usually one that I jump to is BioShock, because that one, it's like so perfect for me.
Red Dead Redemption. It's not the best game in the world. I mean, it's got its flaws, but I think in terms of favorite, I think it just is. I think, you know, Western setting, it's all my favorites. 2. If either of you guys could be on the news, what would be the most random thing you'd say?
Probably like just a random, like you just memorize a fact that's very unusual and unrelated to anything that's going on. Like, did you know that in 95% cases of me surveying women in the shower, bring up the story about the woman with the tooth eyeball, Just like, do you have any final statements about the new pony convention that you guys are at? It's like, did you know that a woman in America had her eye cut out and replaced with a tooth, and it works? It was like, well, that was Shadrow.
Did you know that people are more likely to comply if you use a knife rather than a gun? What are your favourite pets that the main six have in MLP?
Yeah, I'd probably just go with Gummy. Just because he's like the most retarded one out of all of them. Just like,
I'll probably just say Tank or something, just because he's a bit of a dipshit. It's just... And finally, for Shadrow.
What's the best music you can play on your guitar? Well, seeing as music is subjective, I'm not actually sure. A lot of people would say like, Freebird.
You a stupid top. You.
Some people would probably say like heavy metal, which I have absolutely no skill in playing. So I guess fingerpicking. There's some fingerpick songs that I can do that a lot of people like can't even negotiate their fingers around because of how fingerpicking works. As for which song, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of them that I know, so I can't really pick a specific one. I'm not going to show you because that's too much effort and picking.
Thanks for possibly reading this. A fan of yours. This next one is from Cody Higgins. Again. Hi again. Well, he's just done that. I just love you guys. No, not in that way. I just love watching you.
Just imagine him sitting there like, I just love you guys. No!
XD, huh? And always on to the questions before Jaws gets you. In case you don't know, saw that Jaws is being re-released.
Okay then.
Question 1. I just loved your low motion clips. So
low motion.
Yeah. So, Shadrow, could you run in slow motion holding a pizza box and font change? Fertro is chasing you, saying in slow motion, come back with my pizza in some epic music on the background. If you do this, I would so dying laughing. FD. Question 2. How did you guys meet?
I guess the most vague term to bring up how we met is in the CALC program in high school, which stands for Computer Aided Learning Program.
Which just sounds like a retard thing.
It sounds like a retard thing, but it just essentially means we all get laptops, so hooray.
Shitty ones at that.
But beyond that, I can't remember the specifics of it. I think we just sort of like
sat next to each other one day and kind of
and you were in some of my other classes as well. Like we shared cooking.
Oh yeah.
When we did elective rotations, and so like every food item that we made was good except for like custard.
Custard and apple. Oh god. How do you mess up custard and apple? It's powdered custard. You're not making it from scratch. You get a powder of it and you just kind of like mix it with milk and water and heat it up. Somebody left that. I think.
Was it the apple we fucked up?
Oh, we fucked up both. The custard stuck on the bottom and the apple was overdone and slightly burnt. Okay. And then we had to clean that off. And we were there for half of lunch, so that's about half an hour, just trying to get that pot clean. It's like, ah!
So essentially we met in high school under various like in-class happenstances, and then it just sort of became a budding relationship from there. Somehow.
Question 3. If you could have a more fun crossover with any show game, what would it be? I would love a Sonic 1 working on an upcoming Fluttershy. She needs help with don't steal my crossover idea, XD.
I wouldn't think a game would go over very well, but with a show,
Manhunt.
I honestly can't think of any crossovers for My Little Pony that would actually go over very well besides like in-house hub shows, I guess. Like Dan Versus would be hilarious, but I don't know if that would ever happen beyond the Tumblr thingy.
Gravity Falls.
That would be awesome.
P.S. I am so sorry. I am just so random as I am watching your mailbag atom. By the way, I'm 2819 in case you're wondering who I was. We weren't, but okay. Look! Cody Higgins again! God, this fella needs a job. I forgot to ask you a full question. Big T! So if you could read this with my other message, that'd be great. Oh, close enough. Question: have you guys heard of the online game Slender? No. It's a fan horror based around a myth called Slender Man.
Never heard of it.
Well, you can do a live reaction if you see playing it, or do an LP. Trust me, it'll be worth it. Scary but fun.
P.S. All my Petirep. Please bring him back. I have played Slender once. It was during a stream, I think. And what happened was I got up to the third piece of paper, and then I had to go to the toilet for reasons that may or may not had to have done with me shitting my pants. And the problem is, I don't know if they've fixed it by now, but at the time at least, pressing escape to pause the game actually kicks you right back out to the main menu. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not doing that again.
Okay.
So I didn't even see the Slenderman at all while playing. I was like creeping around, picking up the pieces of paper, and he just never popped up for me. What about you?
I haven't played it yet, I'm planning on it. And finally, from Nightmare Moon, I very much doubt that's your real name, we have an email with attachments apparently. Hello Fertro, and to you Shadrow. Lol, I have some questions for you, because it's mostly for me, you see. How come you never get to read the emails? Well, this is what would it look like if you sat on the left side of the couch as opposed to the right. Like this.
My legs are dead. I can't move.
Tickle, tickle. Both Shadrow and Fertro. What do you guys prefer? Milk, soda, juice, water, beer, wine?
Probably soda out of all of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like chocolate milk, but we don't get that often enough for me to really care.
Yeah, probably soda. You silly American. What is your favorite game system? Oh god.
Probably. I've had the longest run with the 360, so probably that.
In terms of, I think, out of favorite of mine, I would say the 360. But if I could have like some super high-speed gaming PC, then I'd definitely say PC.
Yeah, same.
Fertro, do you have your own personal YouTube channel? I know Shadrow does. Yes, I do. 6 for both Shadrow and Fertro. Do you like Ben 10? Probably not, because I'm not 6.
Not really, no.
Now for a picture of each Omnitrix Ben 10 franchise. So it's like a little wristwatch.
It's like the thing that he uses in the show to turn into the aliens.
Oh. Alright.
It looks like a clock stopper.
It does.
Remember that movie?
Yeah!
Thanks for sending us all those emails. If you want to send us more, there will be a link at the bottom of the screen now. And just send your emails there, any comments or questions or anything. And so now that the email's out of the way, we've got another one of these to open. What? Nah! We'll let you open it.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Here we go. DVD 4 of El Ponitos. That's what the back looks like. There's no special features on this one because they're gay. That's the side. It's got a little Photoshop. Let's see what's inside.
Anthrax.
Oh, there's no booklet thingy again.
Got to get cheap.
So we got Fluttershy Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy. Some scary scenes, motherfucker.
What scary scenes are in this show?
This one has the cockatrice in it, so that would probably have something to do with it.
Cock.
So that's been the 4th mailbag video. This has been Shadrow.
Hello.
And don't forget to send your mail to the link at the bottom of the screen.
That's going over my face.
And we'll see you at the
Christmas.
Oh.